Today I'm going to be reviewing Pikmin for the Nintendo Gamecube. This is an original IP for the Nintendo Gamecube. I think Miyamoto was involved in it. I don't know if he designed it or whatever, but it was basically his idea. And in this game, you're a little guy trapped on a planet, and you basically have to use these little plant guys as your units. It's kind of a real-time strategy game for console if you look at it in a certain way, but that's the genre I would say. Since I'm beating the game, I'm going to play some of the challenge mode levels. The point of the game is that you have 30 days to get off the planet before your oxygen runs out, and you have to collect pieces of your spaceship. And in order to do that, you have to fight bosses and solve puzzles and that sort of thing. So I guess it's a real-time strategy puzzle game, something like that. But anyway, the challenge mode is to see how many Pikmin you can grow in a day. And to grow Pikmin, you defeat enemies, collect all sorts of things. But you'll see how that works here. There's not much you can do after the game is done, which they improve on in the sequel, but it's definitely a good game. I enjoyed it. I kind of like the time aspect of it. So you press A to pluck the Pikmin. You got blue, yellow, and red. They each have different attributes. Red can survive fire, blues can survive water, yellows can go high, and they also can throw bombs. If they correspond to the color they're getting, you'll get more. One was a red one. There it is. Bigger pellets take more to carry, bigger things take more to carry, but ultimately it's a bigger payoff. Looks like they're, oh, where the hell are they taking? Yellow, I guess. That's fine. You can use the control stick in order to just do mass orders. Works a little bit better in the sequel of this game, though. If you press B, you can summon all your Pikmin. The control stick moves the cursor and your pilot, Olimar. In the end of the day, once night comes, you have to make sure that all your Pikmin are in their pods or at the campsite, because if not, they'll be eaten at the end of the day. That's one of the attributes of it. You kind of have to be careful on where you leave your Pikmin. If they do move a ship piece, it does stay where it's supposed to be. So you're ready to pick it up again. Pretty soon after this, I'll go fight some monsters so you can see how the battle works. Positioning is everything in this game with battle tactics, really. There's three different stages of Pikmin: plant, bud, and flower. The higher it is, the more damage they're going to do, and the faster they're going to respond and move to your commands. Higher level Pikmin are a must if you're going to fight certain bosses. Like that big guy over there. See him? Yeah. Pain in the butt. Now they pick up the dead bodies and eat them. Well, they put it in the pot and it converts it to other Pikmin. Basically, it's easy. You can take damage, so you have to watch out yourself. If you take too much, you die. Luckily, you can heal yourself with the spaceship. game spawned a sequel on the Gamecube, Pikmin 2, which is kind of different than its original. It does have some two-player options. A lot of the battles have to go, a lot of the stages have to do with going into these caves, which kind of eliminates the time aspect from the game, which I didn't really like, but it does make the game longer, which is good. Also gives the ability to have a few more bosses. Again, a good thing, but I missed the whole time element. I've heard that they're making a Pikmin 3, and they're also going to port the games to the Wii. Because let's face it, the Wii is sold and is going to sell a lot more than the GameCube ever did. Is that true? What I'm trying to do is try to take them out in one hit. I'm not very good at doing that. The whole control of the game is a bit easier in Pikmin 2. If you're good enough, you can defeat enemies without actually losing any Pikmin. I'm not that good, though. So that's basically the gist of the game. Let's fight him. Let's get some more Pikmin and then fight a big boss so you can see what it's like. This isn't necessarily a boss, it's just a big enemy. A lot of the bigger enemies can eat maybe 5 Pikmin in one bite, so you really have to approach them from behind in order to not get killed or lose all your Pikmin. I highly recommend Pikmin for anybody who has a GameCube or a Wii. It's a fun console strategy game, and that genre really doesn't really exist very often. It's hard to do the whole thing without a mouse, but they managed to do it in this game fairly well. Alright, let's see. See, they're on top of his back. He's not eating any of them. Oh, there we go. We got him. Bosses can get a lot bigger than that. So, a bunch of little guys, it's big guys. So that's basically just a Pikmin. I recommend it to pretty much anyone. It's one of the funnest things on GameCube and a cool new IP for Nintendo. So, there you go. Enjoy.